What's up, guys? This video, before I go into talking some more about DP and DR and intense anxiety, I want to do a little video on things you can do to help your overall health and just your body in general, to get in better shape to help fight this thing, and what you need to be doing in your life to really get to where you can recover and where you can be functioning better. Because when your body's stressed out and beat down, it needs more things. It needs certain things to help it that you probably aren't giving it. And got my notebook here. Y'all know that when you have DP, it's hard to remember stuff, and so I wrote down a few talking points, just a few little bullet points for me to glance over at. But number one, the most important thing I think out of any of them, no matter what, is sleep. You have to get good sleep. It's not one of those things. Maybe you should get some good sleep. It's okay if you don't. It's not. No, fuck that. Get good sleep, and by that I don't mean 10 hours of shitty sleep where you feel like you never slept and feel like you close your eyes and you open it back up and you're awake. That's not good sleep. I'm talking about that good sleep. And I know a lot of people with really bad anxiety have trouble with that. They have trouble getting to sleep because they have trouble sitting there thinking, I can't go to sleep, and they start worrying about not being able to sleep, and then you start worrying about the next day, and back in one of those vicious cycles. And the best way that I found to combat that is you gotta get a set bedtime every night. I work in the construction field, or construction industry, I should say. I'm an electrician, and I have to be up at 6 a.m. every morning. So I'm in bed normally by probably 9 o'clock. It's the earliest I've ever been going to bed, but I'm in bed at 9. I'm probably asleep by 10 to 10:30, and I'm up at 6 a.m. and at work by 7. And but you got to get good sleep, and a good way to do that is, for one, I like melatonin. It definitely helps me get to sleep. I don't take it every night, just 2-3 times a week when I think I'm gonna have one of those nights when I can't sleep. It definitely helps get you there. Take it like an hour before you get ready to go to bed. And another thing to help sleep quality is turn those blue screens off. And by blue screens, I mean your fucking iPad, TV, laptop, phone. Throw that shit the fuck out of your room within 2 hours before you go to sleep. Because I promise you, whether you think I'm bullshitting or not, it does have an effect. That blue light is some primal shit about like how when the sun comes up in the morning, it's blue light, and when it sets in the evening, it's orangish red light, and that signals for your body to turn off, and that blue light signals for your mind to wake up, and it really does have an effect on your ability to go to sleep. I've done quite a bit of research on it and actually tested the theory myself. So get those blue screens out of your room. Pick up a book. Fucking read. Reading puts me to sleep because I'm not a big reader. I don't enjoy it. But reading knocks me the hell out. Draw. Anything to kind of just settle your mind out. Sit there, listen to a podcast. I do that sometimes just to laugh. I'll turn on like a Joe Rogan podcast, and that's a good one. Or like Dave Ramsey. Something that's not gonna engage you, but will help you relax. Something that you don't have to think about. You can hear it in the background and be okay, or reading. But you got to get away from those blue screens before bed, and you got to cut your caffeine off. I'd say by between 12 noon and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Do not drink any caffeine after that, or and stay away from that sugar too. Next is vitamins and minerals. Take you a multivitamin. Hit that B12. If you want, go get a vitamin deficiency test to see how it, see what you need. But I take a multivitamin every night, a probiotic, a B12, and a D. And a lot of people say fish oil, whatnot. I don't take fish oil, but I eat a package of tuna every day. So, and that's the same thing. It's omega-3s, and along with those vitamins and minerals, whatever. Drink a lot of water. You need to be drinking probably. I like to drink between 2 and 4, probably 2 to 3 quarts of water a day. It really has an effect on your adrenal glands and your body's overall ability to function properly. Being properly hydrated is huge. Tobacco. A lot of people with anxiety, depression, whatever, are tobacco users. I dipped 2 cans a day for 8 years, and right now I'm 8 months clean off a dip. I quit cold turkey, and I used to dip. It was the last thing I did before I went to bed, and the first thing I did when I woke up in the morning. But since I've quit dipping, I no longer have acid reflux. I don't have that bad taste in my mouth when I wake up. I don't have something controlling whether I'm happy or not. And not to mention, people's like, oh, it relaxes me. It's actually, nicotine's the one thing that relaxes you that also keeps you awake. And I don't care what anybody says, you need to cut your nicotine off if you're going to continue to be a tobacco user. Probably around, I'd say, if you're going to eat dinner at 5 to 6 p.m., smoke that last cig, take that last dip right after dinner, and then done for those 3 or 4 hours before bed, and cut that off, because it will keep you awake too. Diet. Steer clear of all that shitty food. Stay away from that greasy stuff, the fried stuff. I've been trying to eat better myself. Salads, vegetables, lean meat. Don't get me wrong. I'm a huge. I love pizza, love hot wings, all that good stuff. But you gotta get away from it. You gotta, eat a lot cleaner and stay away from that damn sugar. And eat a lot more vegetables, fruits, and especially heavy on the vegetables, and lean meat, chicken, turkey, stuff like that. And next thing would be, got to get that exercise. Try to exercise for at least, I've gotten back in the gym, and I'm trying to go for at least an hour and a half, 2 hours a day. But I mean, if you have a busy schedule and you can't do that, do 20 or 30 minutes, something to get your heart rate elevated, to burn off some of that excess stress and adrenaline that's built up in your body. You got to do it. And not to mention, exercise helps create new neurons in your brain, I believe, which are going to help your brain health overall. And exercise is a great thing for combating depression, depersonalization, anxiety, all that stuff, period. And it's just good for you. And there's nothing better than that post-workout, body high that you get. Laugh. You gotta, you can't be depressed all the time, thinking about this all the time, wearing yourself out. You've got to take some breaks and get some laughter. And I don't care if it's watching a comedy movie or show or podcast or book, or you have a friend that's hilarious, hang out with them, got to get some laughs in, because it really does help. It helps me a lot. You know, when I have one of those bad days, I love sit down and watch a stand up, whether it's like Kevin Hart, Nick Swartzen, Dane Cook, Joe Rogan, anybody like that that's just gonna get me laughing where it hurts, and it helps. I promise you, it does. Another one is emotions. I know that with depersonalization, depression, derealization, all that, when you're numb, it's hard to get any emotions, and I understand that. But whatever emotions you can reach for them. Do something to feel them. If a certain movie makes you sad, watch it and cry your face off. Being a guy, I'm not a big crier, but there is a couple movies in this world that can make me tear up. 8 Seconds, about the bull rider Lane Frost. Friday Night Lights. I was a sports guy, so I connect with that one. And for some reason, the movie Radio, it gets me. But do something to get emotional, whether it's happy, sad. You know, and I know you're like, oh, I'm totally numb, I can't get emotional. Find something. Watch some troop homecoming videos when they're coming home to their families. If that doesn't tear you up, then you're an asshole. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, find something that can make you get emotional, happy or sad, whatever. It's better than numb. Feeling that pain of sadness or happiness is better than feeling nothing at all. I promise you. And it'll also kind of jumpstart you back into that feeling yourself. But I think that's about it. Also meditate. Whether you or yoga or workout, whatever you can do to relax. Get away from those fucking smartphones and social media. Get off that shit, because it's poisoning the entire world. Do something in the world. Go outside. Getting outside's a huge one. You got to get outside, feel the world. Feel the breeze in your hair, feel the sun on your back. All that good stuff. Get out and do some stuff that you enjoy. I know you're feeling like, oh, I'm agoraphobic now, I'm shut in. Even if you got to call a friend and go do something for 30 minutes, do something. Do something that you enjoy. Learn about something you enjoy. Depersonalization is horrible, but it's also kind of a gift in the fact that you have the ability to obsess like no one else. You can learn about things that you've always wanted to learn about that you hadn't had time to, whether it's in a book or on the internet, whatever. You can read for hours or just obsess about one topic for a long period of time. But yeah, those are just a few things that I found that really help. And we'll get you on the right path, whether you suffer from DPDR or anxiety, depression, whatever. All of those things help, and that what I would say is the first steps to recovery. Those things, diet, vitamins, just good health. Good health in general is going to help you get to where you're on the right path, and it'll also give you some structure, and it'll give you some structure and help you kind of get back in a routine, and that helps. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe.